We're very excited to be performing Messiah this spring with the University of Illinois Chamber Singers. And as we've prepared this concert, one question that's come up is, why is Messiah still relevant in 2019? And for me, the answer has to do with Handel's psychological perceptiveness, the way that he understands what it means to be human, partly born out of his experience as an opera composer, what it means to understand the drama of life. And I think that regardless of our own faith or experiences, we all understand through Handel's music what it means to feel the joy of a new beginning, the anguish and pain of failure and the need for a new start, and the hope of possible redemption on the other side. And this piece speaks to all of us, I think, of those innate human qualities. We have some really exciting collaborators with us for our performance of Messiah, four really outstanding soloists, soprano Clara Rotzalk, alto Jeffrey Williams, tenor Stephen Wilson, and baritone Jesse Blumberg. They're four of my favorite singers in the country, especially when it comes to singing Handel. We've had the joy of having Jeffrey here as a DMA student for the last few years, but it's exciting to get to really showcase him as a singer and not just as a conductor. And the other singers are all extraordinary young performers of great communicative power and real insight into this music, and I can't wait to collaborate with them. In addition, we have a really wonderful orchestra made of specialists in Baroque performance practice, led by Nancy Wilson, one of the most important and beautiful Baroque violinists in this country. And then many other players from some back east, some here in Champaign-Urbana, some from the Chicago area, all coming together to sort of make this performance something really special. And while this music works beautifully with modern instruments, there is something very special about hearing this music on the instruments that Handel himself would have known. The transparency and the clarity and the sense of gesture that translates into, I think, an emotional immediacy that I think is what Handel's really all about. I've been lucky enough to perform Messiah many times in some great stages with some great performers, including several performances in Carnegie Hall. And one of the most touching performances I remember was, I wasn't quite sure what was going on because my back was to the audience, but I could tell that the members of my chorus were really charmed and really engaged and invested in this particular performance. And at the intermission, I asked one of the sopranos what was going on, and they mentioned there was a 6-year-old boy in the front row who was conducting along with me quite frequently and had a full score in his lap. And so we invited him to come back afterwards, and he admitted that his life's goal was to become a conductor, and what he wanted to do more than anything in the world was conduct Handel's Messiah when he grew up. And he came back year after year, and I watched him grow up probably from 6 to about 13. I then moved out to Illinois, but it's on my mind a little today because I just got an email. Apparently he showed up for a performance of this same chorus last night, and he's now a young adult and setting forth on his journey to actually conduct this piece someday. And I just found that really charming and lovely. Clearly, Handel's Messiah is one of the most beloved pieces in the choral orchestra repertory, and it's for good reason. And we hope that the way it has touched so many hearts and lives over the centuries will be part of your experience as well if you come share with us in this performance either here in Champaign or in Indianapolis.